All right, welcome everybody to the Parrot Stars podcast. My name is Alexis Highland. I am the manager at Parrot Stars, and I am here today with Ashley and Avery, who both work with me at Parrot Stars and are fellow bird lovers. And then we have he's sleeping.
Oh, he is sleeping over there.
Lucky is snoozing this morning on his little tree stand behind us. But Lucky is my little blue-headed Pyonis rescue. He's in his 30s, and he's just chilling today. So
It's all right.
So this is season 1 of our Parrot Stars podcast, and so much of the content that we really are excited about pushing out is educational and to help really guide parrot owners or future parrot owners through what it means to have a companion parrot and some of the really important things associated with parrot care. But we are always thinking about the things that are going to really help benefit people with their companion parrots. And we're trying to grow like our little parrot community. So one of the things that we started doing this 2.5 years ago now at Parrot Stars was hosting our big summer festival. If you are not familiar with our summer festival, I'll give you a little bit of background of its inception and kind of how we got started and kind of what to expect for this coming summer festival, which is going to be July 19th, 20th, and 21st of 2024. So we are really looking forward to it and can't wait for it to get here. But Parrot Stars itself is 6 years into being in business. 2 years ago, around March or late February, early March, I was feeling this big push that we needed to do something more for our parrot community. And we're in a great location where we have this giant parking lot and a really big building. So I was like racking my brain about what we could possibly offer our customers as kind of like a fun summer event. And then I was just like, well, we'll just have a summer event. Let's just like do something, utilize our beautiful Chicago summers and have something that is going to be really fun for our customers or parrot community to come out and enjoy, but hopefully also keep it centered in our biggest mission at Parrot Stars, which is education. So I got to know the Parrot Wizard. We'll have episodes where we talk about the Parrot Wizard and we'll invite him on, I'm sure, eventually. But he's a really good friend of mine. And we had met briefly as I was kind of thinking over getting the summer festival on its feet and thought, okay, he'd be a great person to kind of invite into our summer festival and have be our like primary guest speaker. Now, the Parrot Wizard is all about parrot training and understanding complex parrot behaviors and providing people with really great resources on how to improve the relationship they have with their companion parrot. So we kind of teamed up with him and we created the format of our summer festival, which is going to be kind of the same format we're following this coming year. But we have a really great ticketed event on Friday where we have dinner for the people who attend. We have the Parrot Wizard do a really great talk and presentation. And then on Saturday, it's our big day where we have lots of speakers come in and present. Parrot Wizard does multiple talks throughout the day. And then Sunday, we kind of had it be this flex day where like each continual year, we're making it more and more activities. So I can't wait. But that's kind of how it got started. And this year and last year, last year was unbelievable. It was like an absolute whirlwind. Avery has not been with us yet for a festival, but this is his first one.
True. I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Ashley got thrown in the deep end last year. She like literally started like right as we were starting our planning, and she had.
Oh, is that actually when you? I didn't know.
We started planning though, like in really November early, the year before. So like, I started and like Alexis had mentioned summer festival, and like we were we planned in the winter months, like long before it was even springtime. You know, so there was a ton of planning that went into it, but that's also why it went off without a hitch last year.
Yeah.
it was also the second time through. I wasn't there for year one, and the staff, learned a lot about what they liked in year one, what they wanted to do better. So coming in to do the second summer festival with you guys was really exciting because you guys knew like what to expect and what directions to go in. So that was pretty cool.
And I think there was such a huge upgrade from year one to year two. Like we went all out for this year's summer festival. And I think I'm glad we did because it set us up for a really strong foundation for this coming year.
Yeah.
But it was so much more activity and so much more content for people to kind of gain. And we had way bigger sales going on in the store. So last year she was like going off of like a bare bones description of like what I imagined, and she helped me kind of execute it. So so you're coming in with a little bit more structure for this coming year, but we're still excited to really switch things up and offer some new fun activities for this year's festival.
Yeah. And Summer Festival has become one of the largest bird expos in the Midwest at this time of year. So that's something that's really cool. And for me, one of my favorite things was getting to work with the different types of vendors and staple people in the parrot community, for lack of a better word. And that doesn't mean it was just like speaker events. We had artists come. We had reptile people coming. We had live music. I mean, it was really cool to just see all the facets of what the parrot community was, and to see everyone kind of coming together and just sharing their experiences and information and knowledge. So we had people from like avian vets all the way to face painters who were just doing bird inspired work. So there was literally something for everyone. It was a lot of fun.
Totally. And I think that's a perfect way of saying it. There's something for everyone. So our goal with the summer festival is, like I said, it's rooted in education. And we are all about the community, and not just our parrot community, but like the Arlington Heights community as well. Yeah. We really think it's important to have a lot of outreach throughout the year, but really use the summer festival to kind of bring people in who maybe have no idea what parrots. I mean, they might have seen a parrot either in a book or in a zoo, but have never had a close-up interaction with one. And our other goal is like for people who just have absolutely no ability to have a companion parrot based on maybe where they live or their life circumstances, they still get to come out and enjoy the parrots and learn about them, but in a way that isn't just so advanced for just parrot owners. Like we try to appeal to everyone, regardless of what their connection with parrots is, whether or not they have parrots of their own. So we try to make it really fun and interactive for everybody in the community, both the immediate Arlington Heights group, but then all people that literally have flown in from out of state to hang out and enjoy the entire weekend with us.
I think that's really cool, though. It's only going to be that we haven't even achieved the third year yet, and it's already become such a big thing. So I foresee like some awesome things in the future even. But that's what I really appreciate, and not having experienced one yet. I guess taking a step back, before I started at Parrot Stars just a little bit ago, I only knew parrots like from the books, what I studied in school. But when I started, I did not realize that the like parrot community is actually, it's like it's honestly like a silent majority. It's a huge community.
Yes, it is.
But I think it's important to kind of rope a lot more people in outside of even that already large community to support education, of course, but awareness as well for the things that are facing the parrot world and conservation aspects, and we can really move into that with this festival too.
Absolutely. And I think the reason we're kind of talking about it in terms of like it being an expo, so for those of you that are deep in the parrot community, you will remember that like there used to be a huge presence of bird clubs in the Chicagoland area, but like all over North America as well. And there are still really legitimate bird groups out there, but not so much in Chicagoland. Like they've almost all kind of fizzled out to my knowledge. And like I used to go to bird expos like when I was little. That's what we did. We went to all kinds of bird expos. There were multiples a year. And then again, there hasn't been one. So our goal with having it be more expo-like is to have people come in, listen to the speakers, have all of our vendors represented, and then have it be attractive to non-bird owners also. Something that we pride ourselves in at Parrot Stars is that we really try to offer our customers parrot products that are really well made, that are really putting the bird's best interests forward. So we have, I think, nearly every vendor we carry for all the products and different supplies that we have at Parrot Stars represented, and either with the donations made by the company, or they actually physically send reps up to like put vendor tables out. So last year, our vendors were incredible. They donated, guys, so much stuff to our raffles, and our raffle tickets are not super expensive. Like, they're affordable raffle tickets because we want people to win these incredible prizes. They donated like full giant cages, tree stands.
Oh, yeah.
So many toys, tons of food. I mean, I think, Ashley, we had like 35 raffle prizes. Yeah. And I think the total value of our raffle was like over $12,000 worth of merchandise. It was insane what our vendors donated. So I think the raffle is really great, and I have to thank the vendors. And we'll put in the show notes like all the vendors who support us for our summer festival and who will be supporting us again this year. It's a little bit too much just to name right here, right now. But as part of their vendor tables, they were also helping us like promote special sales and discounts. Yes. So some of the cage companies helped us be able to offer even more significant cage discounts for any cages and tree stands that were purchased that weekend. And then they brought like a ton of giveaways.
Yes.
Like, people were leaving with like bags of free stuff. Yes. Like, it was crazy. So the vendors are so generous. I don't know where we'd be without them. I think that was a huge perk or what a lot of people enjoyed about attending the festival if they were parrot owners and could take advantage of the free stuff. I mean, it was really great. And then the raffles were just out of this world. Like, none of the staff members could like win the raffle prizes. Yes. So we were like, anyway, when we were all sitting there like looking longingly at the raffle prizes, like, what the heck? We want some of this stuff. Right? Like, it was really crazy. A couple of our volunteers, we let our volunteers put in because it's just like a blind draw. But some of our volunteers won, which I was glad because they're like volunteering their time to help us put on the summer festival. So I was like happy some of them won. But yeah, it was really cool, like how generous the vendors were. And then coming back to the community, something about the parrot world that we're really motivated in at Parrot Stars is getting kids involved with parrots and helping them kind of gain an appreciation. Again, not only to become future bird owners, whether they do or don't, that's wonderful if they do and they're good bird owners and good representatives of how a bird should be well cared for. But just having an appreciation for birds, and especially parrots, is really important for kids. So they're motivated to understand them better and hopefully protect them in the wild and maybe contribute to conservation in their adulthood. So we have a lot of kid-friendly activities also. We do all kinds of kids' crafts. As Ashley mentioned, we have the face painting. Last year, we had like a full bounce house that the kids were in and out of like nonstop. So that was really, really fun. The other cool thing that I'm really excited about for this year is that we have 2 exotic animal people coming in addition to like just the cool exotic parrots that Parrot Stars has.
I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
So we have incredible bats coming. And the cool thing about incredible bats is that they're going to have a sloth with them.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to have an opportunity to take a picture with the sloth. And I know this is like not bird related, but we're compassionate about like all animal conservation. So like for me, sloths come from the part of the world where parrots desperately need companionship. And we're trying to help people understand that a lot of the animals that aren't parrots that come from the same areas that parrots live, caring about those exotic animals is just as important as caring about those parrots. And even if people aren't like super motivated in parrot conservation, if they love sloths or they love some of the really cool bats or reptiles that that are going to be represented at our summer festival. Again, hopefully they put in for a little bit of conservation, and we know conservation work not only helps that specific project, but most animals in that project benefit from any conservation that's done. So again, we're trying to really entice people to like think about it in the broad picture of, okay, we can care about parrots and we can care about parrot conservation, but look at all these other animals that benefit from caring and understanding a little bit better.
If you can't find me at Summer Festival, it's because I'm nerding out with the bat guys there. Love the bats.
Yeah,
okay. And then we have the natural naturalist coming. These are their Instagram handles. And again, we'll have them in the show notes. And she's going to have a lot of different animals as well. So really going to be a cool opportunity to come out and see not just parrots, but really outstanding other exotic animals that are really well cared for. And again, it's in an educational environment. The goal here is to help people understand these animals better, but we all know like seeing them in person is like
it's
incredibly impactful. So I cannot wait. Yeah. So we have the kids' activities that are going to be fun. And I want to make sure like the kids' crafts are really fun too. Like we try to make it really fun and interactive. So great for the community and great for like the parrot owners that have little kids. You can like post them up at the craft table while you go and do your shopping or whatever you want to do. So it's a really family-friendly event, especially Saturday. Saturday is the day that we really go really hard at all the family activities.
That's kind of what I was going to ask. Just so honestly, for me, myself, to get a general idea of this, like the setup really from day to day. So kind of what does Friday, Saturday, and Sunday kind of look like, and what kind of things are really offered on those separate days that make those days unique?
So we're still finalizing all of the details, but the main activities for each day is that Friday night is going to be that ticketed event where you can come and meet the parrot wizard, and it's meant to be like really rewarding because it's a ticketed event. So we provide the dinner and we have people come in, and I think it's a really great opportunity to gain really great parrot knowledge about behavior and care. It's just really good for people that are wanting to kind of get that little bit more personalized engagement with the parrot wizard. Friday night's always really fun because it kind of like gets the day going. So the other part of the summer festival is that Parrot Stars itself puts everything on sale for the entire weekend. So we start all of our sales and discounts on Friday as well. So it's a great opportunity to come in before the mania of Saturday and Sunday to take advantage of the sales and promotions. The other thing is like we stock up so many products for the summer festival, but technically it's like while supplies last because we can't like order mid-weekend. So if you were really wanting to take advantage of all the sales and discounts, Friday's a great day to really come in, stock up, and then you can just enjoy the other 2 days and without the competition of like tons of people. It's a lot of people that come. So we are prepared and we put extra registers up and we try to keep it like flowing really, really well. But there's certain things that you really want to make sure you're saving up and get to take advantage of the sales and discounts. Friday is a great day to get started with that. Saturday is the big day. I mean, if you can only make one day, make it be Saturday. I highly recommend everybody tries to come all 3 days. Again, it's designed to be like an expo, so you can learn something new and gain something meaningful any of the 3 days. But Saturday is the day that we're going to have live music. Our goal is to have some food trucks come in. And it's going to be more party-like. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have tons of tents, so weather pending. I mean, it's going to be mostly outside on Saturday, so keep that in mind if you're planning to travel in. And then all of the vendors are going to be outside with us as well. We don't have really finalized details on how we're going to run the raffle for this year. I think we'll probably do a Saturday raffle and a Sunday raffle. I'm not 100% if we're going to do a full weekend raffle again like we did last year. But regardless, the raffles are incredible, and those tickets will be available starting on Friday and then run throughout the day on Saturday. And then the really nice thing about Saturday is it's the day that we have the most variety in the speakers that we have coming. So we just confirmed that we're going to have Dr. Ness, who is an incredible avian vet. He's local to us here in Illinois. And he has a wonderful office that's like very like science-based, but he also has a very wonderful holistic approach to avian medicine. And he's been doing it for years. Like I remember his name coming up in conversations in our household from when I was like a little kid. So Dr. Ness will be there presenting. We also have the Parrot Wizard that's going to be coming. I'm fairly certain I'm going to do a conservation talk as well to tell everybody about my time in Nicaragua. And that entire weekend, we're also going to be trying to raise money for parrot conservation. So there's going to be a huge element of helping people understand the importance of parrot conservation throughout the festival as well. So hopefully we raise some really great money for conservation as well. So yeah, Saturday, we're going to have it packed full of speakers. I think literally last year we had it back to back, like I think one lunch break hour in the middle of the day, but we had speakers going from like 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the whole day we had speakers running.
We had live events too on TikTok and Instagram as well.
Yes,
so that was pretty cool that we planned that out, because if you can't come in for it, you can still participate, and that was really fun.
Yes.
Yeah, so people can just walk up to those, right?
Yeah.
They don't have to, have any special for the speakers and things. They don't have to have special tickets.
It's open to the public.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
I mean, this year
good.
it's still free. I mean, I can't make promises for future years depending on the types of speakers we get in or how we have to change the summer festival if we end up outgrowing our location, if we have to move to like an expo center or something. But for now, like, yes, there's no charge for seeing the speakers. So this is just free content that people can walk away with. And it's our way of giving back to our customers who support our business all year round. So yes, you don't have to sign up. You just come, you show up. I mean, space is limited. So like get there early on Saturday. And if you're really... and we'll announce the speaker list in advance. So if there's somebody you don't want to miss, you'll know what time they're going to be speaking. And then Sunday, we did our DIY toy making classes. Now we're running DIY toy classes throughout the year now because of how fun they were at the summer festival. I mean, we were stuffed like sardines in that room for those 2 classes because so many people signed up. We were a little bit like, oh gosh, maybe we weren't prepared for the turnout that we had. But the DIY toy making classes were amazing. Joyce put those on. She created really fun toys for people to make. And again, the idea there was to give people kind of a sense of community. They can come out, they can hang, they can enjoy each other's company. We did have additional talks on Sunday as well. We did complimentary coffee and donuts, which the first year we bought coffee and donuts, I think I bought like 6 dozen donuts and like 3 boxes of coffee, and we had like 4 dozen boxes of donuts left. This year, we bought like 20 dozen boxes of donuts, and they were gone in the first hour. So
I think your husband went and like ran and got more.
He did go get more because we were running out. I was like, oh my God, we had to run on the donuts. So we need to restock. So it was a huge turnout on Sunday, which I was really happy about because like we do put a lot of effort into this, and we're doing this for our parrot community and for our customers. And I was so grateful that like they must have had like such a good time that they wanted to come back for more on Sunday. And again, we run it the whole weekend because a lot of people do work on weekends. So hopefully between Friday and Sunday, you can get time to come out and see us. Now, for those of you that are flying in, there are really close hotels. So there are accommodations, and we'll put information on our website as we get a little bit closer about where to reserve if you want to come in from out of town. But again, if you are out of town, listening to this podcast, and we'll post videos of last year's event so people can kind of get a feel of what to expect. But I think it's really worth the trip to come in. I think it's just such a fun weekend. And I mean, we have cool parrots at Parrot Stars. So like we're going to have the blue eclectus still at that time. We have just an incredible variety of birds. And I think for people who follow us on social media or follow this podcast and are excited about what we do and what we have in the diversity of parrots at Parrot Stars, if you're ever going to make a trip out to see us, like if you can conveniently plan it for the weekend of the summer festival, I highly recommend it. I think it's really a fun weekend.
We've talked a lot about the parrot community. I wish I could just like highlight and underline the word community and like all bold, because it really is a communal event, and seeing everyone come together, whether it's the guests or the staff or the volunteers. I mean, it's incredible. And our volunteers like start helping us months in advance too. And they like put 110% in, whether they're like literally putting raffles together or supervising the showroom on Saturday when there's tons of people there and making sure the birds that are out and flying around are safe. I mean, the volunteers we couldn't do it without them, and we couldn't do it without the Parrot community. So it's wonderful. Even like local artists or stores that are unrelated to Parrot Stars sometimes donate things for the raffles too.
Yeah.
So like our whole Arlington Heights community really comes together, and that also is just an amazing thing to see happen.
Totally. Yes. I'm so glad you thank the volunteers, and I should have thought of that in advance to saying this stuff, but because our volunteers are unbelievable. They really are amazing. And then we have to like kind of make sure our volunteers kind of are following our guidance. So we can't just like have first-time volunteers helping us for the summer festival. But if you are listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, I'd love to volunteer during the summer festival, you'll get a free Parrot Stars t-shirt for participating.
All right, yeah.
So people will know you're part of the team. But yeah, we could definitely use some help, just like Ashley said, kind of guiding the crowds, keeping people aware of the speaker schedule, and most importantly, protecting the birds and making sure they're being supervised and watched over and communicated about correctly. So if you want to volunteer for the summer festival, reach out to us either on social or send us an email, because we're very open to taking volunteers, and we'll have to get to know you a little bit. There'll be a little bit of an interview process, but yeah.
It was amazing. I mean, there were even volunteers that were like away at college during the summer and like came back just to help for summer festival. Yeah. So it was amazing.
And you know what? I have to thank the staff also. Like Avery, be prepared. Like it's
a lot of work.
It's a hard week.
Yeah, I've heard.
But the staff last year, I mean, we only have 7 full-time people working at Parrot Stars and 1 part-time person. I mean, luckily a lot of our past staff members come back and help us for the summer festival for whatever reason that they're no longer at Parrot Stars. I mean, we still have good relationships. So like there are more people that like kind of come and help us, and thank God for spouses and boyfriends and families.
Yeah.
They definitely help us out also. But I mean, there's only 8 of us putting on this giant production. So the Parrot Stars staff, I mean, you guys worked so hard. I mean, literally, I posted a video the next morning. I like couldn't stop crying on Monday morning because I was so overwhelmed. Like, one, that everything went off without a hitch and it was so smooth. But like to see how hard the staff worked, oh my God, I'm gonna get choked up now. And like to see how like the feedback we got was so wonderful. And it's something that we put months of effort into. I mean, like we're 3 months out, like as of today. It's the 19th of April when we're recording this. So like we have 3 months, and this is when we really start putting the grind together to get it executed. So I love it. I'm so grateful that we get to do it. And we have the support of Arlington Heights. They're always awesome. Like the mayor has come the last few years, and they're always so accommodating to us having like hundreds of cars parked all around the community. So they're really awesome. And I'm really grateful for all the support they've given us. And yeah, it's been a really fun past 2 years. And this year is going to be an absolute blast. I cannot wait. So now I'm all like gung ho. I'm like going to go into work today and like start all my planning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our hope was that we get you guys excited about the summer festival, invite you back if you've joined us in years past. And if you, again, want to meet us, get to know Parrot Stars, this is going to be the weekend to do it. It's going to be a blast. So again, this year, 2024, our summer festival is going to be July 19th, 20th, and 21st. Please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. That is where we put a ton of our content out with visuals, but we will also have a page on our website where you can get all of the nitty-gritty details about where you can stay, parking, times, speaker schedules. All of that will be laid out well in advance on our website. So we should hopefully have that up no later than like early May, so that we can get you guys excited about what to look forward to. And if anybody wants to volunteer, Ashley, thank you for reminding me. Feel free to reach out. We're hoping to get a good number of volunteers in. And then if you have questions, let us know. We're happy to answer any questions you have about the summer festival. If you have ideas or suggestions, if you've attended past years and you thought there was something we could have done differently or you want to see us add, totally are open to suggestions. So feel free to give us some ideas too if there's things that you see us wanting to do differently or add to the summer festival. All right, Avery, get ready. Ashley. You already got through it. You know what's coming. So, all right. Well, thank you everybody so much for listening into our little episode about our festival. And thank you to Ashley and Avery to help get this podcast up and going. We're just about there. I'm really grateful. I'm excited for all the things to come this summer at Parrot Stars. So, all right.
And as always, everybody, be kind to your parrot and it'll be kind to you.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.